Hello again. This week we have a late Victorian 10-air music box made by the renowned firm of music box makers Nicole Freres. So please stay tuned and we'll take a look at it right after this. So here it is, the late Victorian Nicole Freres music box. So if we take a look around the case, you can see this beautiful floral inlay to the lid, boxwood stringing, ebonizing all the way around the lid and to the feet of the case as well. If we just lift up the lid, like so, we can see the Nicole Freres original tune sheet. The serial number down there at the bottom is 52,105, and that would date this box to sometime in the 1890s. So as I said, it's a 10-air music box. It plays 10 tunes, and if we can just lift up the glass lid like so, we can have a good look at the movement. Well, there are a couple of things slightly different about this music box. First of all, you can see the twin spring barrels, double springs, and as you may have guessed, they deliver extra playing time. You can see at the back of the case there, we've got the Nicole Freres transfer. Rather grand label there. Nicole Freres, fabricant à Genève et à Londres, which translates to Nicole Freres, manufacturers in Geneva and in London. So one of the other nice little features about this particular music box is you have a speed control on top of the governor there. You can see the NF stamped at the top for Nicole Freres. And in the centre there, you can see the control for slowing down or speeding up the music box. Right, without further ado, I'm going to put a little bit of power in the spring. And as we always do on this channel, I'm going to grab hold of the winding handle and give it a wind. Right, so now we have a little bit of power in the spring, or springs. I'm going to go right ahead and play the first tune. Incidentally, I'm not going to play them in any particular order. I'm going to start with the most well-known one and we'll go from there. So I'm sure most of you would have recognised that tune. It's down on the tune sheet as the Wedding March, and it was written, of course, by Richard Wagner. Right, so let's go straight in and play the second tune, which is going to be On a Tree by the River. Now this tune featured in Gilbert and Sullivon's opera, The Mikado. which would have been immensely popular about the time that this music box was made. So here we go on the tree by the river from Gilbert and Sullivon's Mikado. And there we go, not the most well-known piece from the Mikado, but a nice little piece after all. Right, so on this next tune, I'm going to demonstrate the speed control. So during the tune, I'll be turning the dial and speeding it up and slowing it down at various parts. Okay, so I'm sure you would have noticed the difference in speed as I turned the dial there. So a little bit now about the makers of this music box. As I said, it was made by Nicole Freres. They started making music boxes in 1815. They were based in Geneva, Switzerland. But round about 1879, 1880, they ceased making music boxes and became agents and retailers and set up shop in London. So therefore, any Nicole Freres music box you happen to come across made after 1880 was most likely made by the Swiss firm Payard. Nicole Freres would have put their name on it, they'd have put their stamp on the comb, and they would have placed the transfer sticker in the back of the case there. But Nicole Freres wouldn't have actually made the music box. They would have just slapped their name all over it and sold it. So it would be fair to say that post 1880, a Nicole Freres music box is Nicole Freres in name only. Anyway, with that said, let's have another tune. Right, I'm going to finish off now by playing the remainder of the tune programme, but thank you so much for watching, and if you could like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. But do tune in next week as we'll have another antique musical treasure to show you. Thanks again, take care and goodbye.